My name is Bailey Farabaugh, and my Metaskill is photography. I started this challenge with creativity in mind. I knew that I wanted to learn a skill in the arts, and photography was something I dabbled in but never learned. So I took the camera gifted to me by my father and started studying. We learned about the 80-20 rule, a rule where you spend 80% doing and 20% learning the basics. I spent about 3 hours hitting the books. 2 out of these 3 were studying photography as I sipped tea and learned the ins and outs of lighting, subject choice, and rules like the rule of thirds. The other hour I spent listening to rock music and eating some takeout dining hall mush while I learned about my gifted camera. It was here I learned that this camera is designed for its durability and not quality photo taking. To finish the rest of my 20%, I started playing around with the presets and focus settings on my camera. It was during this section that I took pictures with my camera of the same subject, my little NC State mug, with different options selected. As you can see, I tried the following settings: night handheld with no flash, auto with flash, flower with no flash, night scene with no flash, surf and snow with no flash, flower with flash in the dark, night handheld in the dark. Yes, I took it in the total dark. I was curious. And auto with no flash. Then came my 80%. I started by just a small walk around campus where I took some time and just surrounded myself with potential moments. I took this walk around 7 p.m., just around the quote golden hour for photography. I took these 3 photos that you can see on the screen. These are the first 3 raw photos that I took while actually learning this skill. Although I did take one while I was still in the study 20% phase of Tally Student Union because I couldn't pass up this moment. The sunset over the Tally Tower was just a perfect for this shot. I had a few weekend trips planned with my girlfriend, so I took advantage of these and decided to bring my camera. Gotta get those Metaskill hours. The first trip was to Black Mountain, where I spent 5 hours hiking, eating, exploring, and snapping a few incredible pictures along the way. The waterfalls were immaculate, and I even climbed to the center of the basin at the bottom to post up for one of these waterfall pictures. This was a great experience in appreciating the beauty of nature, but I despised the 14 flights of steps to climb to the ridgeline. That was not an exaggeration and might even be an understatement. Just the next weekend, I was participating in an evening event on Centennial campus. I decided to walk there and back just to capture any moments I could find, although I had to rush so I wasn't late. The church through the woods was my go-to subject. I took 2 photos, one in the afternoon before the event and one in the evening after the event. The image of the blue radio tower I thought would just be really cool, but unfortunately my camera just didn't have the ability to capture what I was seeing with my eyes. And the next day, I had my first major disappointment. I attempted to take a picture of the moving train at night, a challenge that I just simply wasn't ready for. Not only did I have to awkwardly wait at the bridge over the train, my camera died. So I tried my best to rush with my phone camera, and I was caught a little off guard by the speed and force I would feel as the train passed below me. I did edit some of the pictures in the end, but I will show you these 2 early because it's possibly the only victories I have in this situation. By this point, I was getting pretty decent with my photography skill. My girlfriend and I planned yet another trip to Blowing Rock this time. Here I pursued up to 18 out of my 20 hours by hiking the steep, rocky terrain off the Blue Ridge Parkway. These views were incredible, and I don't think that the camera did a justice of capturing the sights. I kind of wish that a camera could capture the cool mountain air and the smell of fall in these pictures. Finally, I decided to edit some of my photos. I downloaded it in Adobe software called Lightroom. I took my computer and a stylus and just played around with the settings. I think I did pretty good. Here, you've been looking at my favorite 8 edits. These are raw photos. Take these in. And this is what I turned them into. Brighter, bolder, more colorful. These are what I spent these 20 hours capturing, creating, and editing. Now time for me to get a better camera and take more pictures. Also, shameless plug, go check out my new travel Instagram to see my photos in the future at Unbounded Adventure.